Money can unite two people or quietly divide them. The real currency in a relationship is purpose. Money unites people with purpose and separates people with fear. Chapter 11. Money and Relationships. How we choose partners based on our financial mindset. The way we think about money influences far more than our bank accounts. It shapes the dreams we pursue, the risks we take, the fears we carry, and even the partners we choose. Whether we realize it or not, our financial mindset acts as a silent filter in our relationships. It affects who we are attracted to, how we connect, and what we believe is possible in a shared future. Money is not the foundation of love, but it is undeniably intertwined with the values, expectations, and patterns that form the core of a relationship. Every person carries a unique financial history, shaped by childhood experiences, emotional associations, and learned behaviors. Some people grew up in environments where money felt scarce, unpredictable, or fragile. Others experienced stability, abundance, or thoughtful financial planning. These early influences become internal frameworks, guiding the type of partner we feel safe with. Scarcity may draw someone toward a partner who seems financially secure, not out of love alone, but out of a subconscious desire for protection. Abundance may draw someone toward a partner who embraces growth, possibility, and long-term vision. Our financial mindset also affects how we perceive compatibility. Two individuals may share strong emotional chemistry yet face deep conflict if their attitudes toward money differ significantly. One may see money as a tool for security, while the other sees it as a tool for enjoyment. One may prioritize saving, while the other prioritizes lifestyle. These differences do not make either person wrong. They simply reflect how their internal financial narratives diverge. Recognizing this early can prevent future misunderstandings and create space for healthier communication. There is a subtle truth in relationships. We are often drawn to partners whose financial behavior mirrors our inner patterns. Someone with an avoidance mindset may unconsciously choose a partner who takes full financial control, believing this will relieve their anxiety. Someone who overspends emotionally may gravitate toward a partner who is highly disciplined, hoping that structure will bring balance. But these dynamics can become sources of tension if not understood. What initially feels like balance can become conflict if one partner carries the full emotional responsibility for money. On the other hand, shared financial values can create extraordinary harmony. When two people view money through a similar lens, when they both prioritize stability, growth, purpose, or generosity, they build a foundation of trust. Instead of seeing money as a source of stress, they see it as a shared tool for creating the life they envision together. This doesn't require identical habits, but it does require mutual respect, aligned goals, and openness to learning from each other. Importantly, the partner we choose can amplify our financial mindset. A partner grounded in discipline can help us strengthen our habits. A partner who thinks creatively about opportunities can expand our sense of what is possible. A partner who values long-term stability can anchor our decisions during moments of uncertainty. The right relationship does not simply share financial responsibilities. It elevates both individuals through shared purpose and emotional support. Understanding how financial mindsets influence partner choice is not about judging ourselves or others. It is about gaining awareness. When we recognize the patterns guiding our preferences, we can choose more consciously. We can build relationships that support our emotional well-being rather than replicate old fears. We can discuss money with honesty and empathy, understanding that every belief has a story behind it. and we can create partnerships where money becomes a source of clarity, not conflict. In the end, choosing a partner is not just a matter of love. It is also a matter of alignment, of shared dreams, shared values, and shared visions of the future. When your financial mindset harmonizes with the mindset of the person you choose, the relationship becomes a powerful space for growth. Two people thinking with clarity and acting with intention can build a life together that neither could have built alone. Relationships shaped by awareness, mutual respect, and aligned financial values become spaces where love grows with stability, purpose, and peace. Money and power. Who controls? Who gives in? In every relationship, money carries emotional weight far beyond numbers on a page. It becomes intertwined with power, autonomy, security, and identity. How couples navigate financial decisions often reveals more about the health of the relationship than any conversation about love. Money can be a source of unity or a silent battlefield where control, fear, and unspoken expectations collide. Power dynamics around money do not always emerge intentionally. Sometimes they develop quietly, shaped by personal history or unconscious beliefs. One partner may take control of finances because they are more comfortable with numbers, more organized, or more experienced. Another may withdraw, not out of weakness but out of habit, fear of making mistakes, or discomfort discussing money. Over time, this imbalance can grow into a pattern that neither person fully recognizes, yet both feel its weight. Control over money often becomes control over decisions, what the couple spends on, how they save, where they live, and what dreams they pursue. When one partner consistently holds this power, the other may feel silenced or diminished. Their desires, opinions, and goals risk becoming secondary. This imbalance can quietly erode trust, even when intentions are good. A relationship thrives when both voices matter equally, especially in the areas that shape the future. On the other hand, giving in financially, avoiding decisions, deferring every choice, or stepping back completely can also create tension. When one partner relinquishes all responsibility, the other carries the full emotional burden of financial management. This can lead to resentment, especially during stressful moments. The partner who gives in may feel dependent or disconnected. The partner who controls may feel overwhelmed or unappreciated. Neither role supports a healthy, collaborative relationship. Often, these patterns reflect deeper emotional narratives. Someone who grew up in scarcity may cling tightly to control, believing that oversight is the only path to stability. Someone who grew up avoiding financial discussions may instinctively step back, convinced that money is a source of conflict. These mindsets are not wrong. They are responses to past experiences. But when they remain unexamined, they shape a relationship in ways that limit growth and harmony. A balanced financial dynamic requires awareness from both partners. It begins with recognizing that money does not determine the value of either person. Income differences, career changes, or temporary financial setbacks should never define who holds more power or whose voice matters more. Healthy partnerships understand that each person brings unique strengths, some visible, some invisible, and that financial decisions are strongest when built on collaboration. Shared power does not mean identical roles. It means shared understanding. It means that both partners participate in decisions, even if one manages the day-to-day details. It means transparency, not secrecy, clarity, not assumption. It means viewing money not as leverage, but as a shared resource that reflects the couple's collective goals and values. In relationships built on mutual respect, money becomes a tool of unity, Each partner feels heard, supported, and valued. Decisions are made together, not imposed. Goals become shared dreams rather than individual pursuits. When both partners understand their emotional relationship with money and communicate openly about it, power stops being something to control or surrender. It becomes something to balance. Ultimately, money and power in a relationship reflect the deeper emotional landscape between two people. Control without collaboration leads to distance. Surrender without participation leads to disconnection. But shared responsibility, shared vision, and shared trust create a foundation strong enough to support not only financial stability, but emotional intimacy. A relationship thrives when money becomes a partnership, not a battlefield. When both voices are present, both futures become aligned, and love grows with clarity, equality, and purpose. Healthy communication about money. Healthy communication about money is one of the most important pillars of a strong relationship, yet it is often one of the most avoided. Couples may talk openly about their dreams, their concerns, and their daily lives. But when the conversation shifts to finances, silence, tension, or discomfort often emerges. This is not because money itself is the problem, but because money carries emotional weight, beliefs, fears, expectations, memories, and insecurities. To communicate about money is to reveal a deeply personal part of ourselves, and many people fear being misunderstood, judged, or rejected. Yet the couples who thrive emotionally and financially are not those who avoid difficult conversations, but those who approach them with honesty, empathy, and respect. Healthy communication about money is less about numbers and more about understanding each other's emotional landscape. It begins with creating a safe space where both partners can express their beliefs, fears, and aspirations without criticism or dismissal. In this space, judgment is replaced with curiosity, and defensiveness gives way to collaboration. One of the most important aspects of healthy financial communication is transparency. Secrecy, hidden debts, unspoken fears, private bank accounts used out of insecurity, creates distance and erodes trust. Transparency, on the other hand, brings alignment. Sharing income, expenses, goals, and responsibilities helps both partners understand the full picture. It prevents misunderstandings and ensures that neither person carries the burden alone. Transparency is not about control, it is about unity. Healthy communication also requires listening, genuinely and without interruption. Many financial disagreements arise not from the topic itself, but from the feeling of not being heard. When you listen to your partner's perspective, you begin to understand the roots of their financial behaviors. Perhaps they fear instability because they grew up in scarcity. Perhaps they spend impulsively because they associate money with emotional comfort. Perhaps they prioritize saving because security gives them peace. When these underlying truths come to light, the conversation shifts from conflict to compassion. Another key component is clarity. Vague expectations often lead to frustration. Clear agreements about spending limits, shared goals, responsibilities, and boundaries create harmony. They allow each partner to understand their role and support the other. Clarity also reduces emotional tension because both partners know what to expect. The goal is not rigid rules, but shared understanding. Healthy communication also involves discussing not only the logistics of money, but the meaning of money. What does financial success look like for each of you? What does stability mean? What dreams are you working toward together? These discussions transform money from a point of tension into a point of connection. They help both partners align their efforts, strengthen their bond, and move toward a shared vision of the future. Importantly, these conversations must be ongoing. Financial situations change, priorities evolve, and emotions shift. Regular check-ins, weekly, monthly, or quarterly, help keep both partners aligned. These moments are not just about adjusting numbers. They are about strengthening trust and ensuring that both individuals feel supported and valued. Healthy communication about money also requires grace. Mistakes will happen. Unexpected expenses will arise. One partner may slip into old habits. Instead of blame, offer understanding. Instead of punishment, offer partnership. A relationship is a team, not a competition. When both partners feel safe admitting their mistakes, they create a space where growth becomes possible. Ultimately, healthy communication about money is about creating a financial life where both partners feel empowered. It is about approaching difficult conversations with empathy rather than fear. It is about listening not to defend, but to understand. And it is about building a financial partnership rooted in trust, transparency, and shared purpose. When couples communicate openly about money, they strengthen not only their finances, but their connection. They create a relationship where money becomes a bridge, not a barrier, between two people working toward a shared life. Real stories. How wealthy couples think as a team. When we think of wealthy couples, it is easy to imagine luxury, comfort, and effortless harmony. Yet the truth behind long-term financial success in relationships is far more grounded and far more human. Wealthy couples do not thrive simply because they have more money. They thrive because they think as a team. Their strength is not in their income, but in their unity, communication, and shared vision. Their wealth is not just financial, it is relational. Consider the story of Elena and Marcus, a couple who built a thriving business together. In the early years, they didn't earn much, but what set them apart was their mindset. Instead of blaming each other during difficult seasons, they asked a different question: how do we solve this together? When money was tight, they sat down and planned calmly. When new opportunities arose, they evaluated them as partners. Every decision, large or small, was built on alignment rather than ego. Their wealth grew not because life was easy, but because they treated their challenges as shared responsibilities, not individual burdens. Another example is the story of Maya and Thomas. Maya was naturally a saver. Thomas was more comfortable taking calculated risks. Instead of arguing about their differences, they used them to create balance. Maya provided stability by ensuring that their essentials and safety nets were secure. Thomas pushed for growth, investing in opportunities that expanded their long-term potential. Neither perspective was better. Each strengthened the other. Their success emerged from honoring both mindsets, blending caution with vision in a way neither could have achieved alone. There is also the story of Sophia and Daniel, who made a commitment early in their marriage: transparency above everything. They regularly held what they called financial meetings, not as a chore, but as an expression of partnership. They discussed goals, fears, and expectations, and they revisited their plans every few months. When one struggled, the other offered support rather than criticism. Their unity created emotional safety around money, something that many couples overlook. As a result, their financial life became an extension of their trust, not a source of tension. One of the most powerful patterns observed in wealthy couples is their ability to separate money from identity. They see money as a tool, not a measure of worth. This mindset prevents resentment when one partner earns more or contributes differently. Instead of comparing contributions, they ask, how can we make the most of what we have together? This shift removes unnecessary pressure and builds a foundation of equality, something essential for long-term harmony. Wealthy couples also embrace long-term thinking. While many relationships get caught in the urgency of day-to-day expenses, couples who build wealth look further ahead. They talk about the life they want to build, the opportunities they want to create, and the legacy they hope to leave. They understand that patience, discipline, and shared purpose matter far more than momentary indulgence. Their financial decisions reflect the future they envision, not the impulses of the present. What these stories reveal is simple yet transformative. Wealth is rarely the product of perfect circumstances. It is the product of teamwork. The emotional alignment between partners, their communication, their willingness to listen, their shared vision, creates the environment where financial success becomes possible. Money becomes less intimidating because it is no longer managed alone. It becomes a shared project, supported by mutual trust and guided by a unified purpose. A couple that thinks as a team multiplies their strength. They move through challenges with resilience. They make decisions with clarity. They support each other's dreams rather than competing with them. They understand that the success of one is the success of both, and the mistakes of one are opportunities for both to grow. Teamwork is the quiet force behind lasting wealth. When two people align emotionally and financially, they create a foundation stronger than any income. A foundation built not on money but on unity, vision, and trust. Money unites people with purpose and separates people with fear. Money, in its essence, is neutral. It holds no moral weight, no intention, no inherent power beyond what we give it. Yet, within relationships, money often becomes a reflection of what lies beneath the surface: purpose, trust, fear, insecurity, or alignment. The phrase, "Money unites people with purpose and separates people with fear," captures a profound truth about how financial dynamics shape the emotional fabric of a partnership. When a couple shares a sense of purpose, money becomes a connective force. It becomes a tool they use together, intentionally and openly, to build the life they envision. Conversations about budgeting, saving, investing, or planning do not feel like obligations. They feel like steps toward a shared dream. Purpose transforms money from a point of tension into a point of collaboration. It gives financial decisions meaning beyond the moment, anchoring them in long-term vision rather than short-term emotion. Couples united by purpose see money not as mine or yours, but as ours, a resource that represents their combined efforts and shared commitment. This does not mean they merge everything or avoid individual autonomy. It means they understand that financial decisions ripple outward, affecting not just one person but both. Their unity allows them to make choices that strengthen the partnership rather than divide it. Purpose provides clarity, and clarity builds harmony. On the other hand, fear distorts financial communication. Fear makes money feel scarce, fragile, and unpredictable. When fear is present, partners may hide purchases, avoid conversations, or become defensive and withdrawn. They may view each other as competitors rather than collaborators, guarding resources instead of sharing responsibilities. Fear turns money into a barrier rather than a bridge. Fear also amplifies old emotional wounds. A partner who grew up in financial instability may fear loss so intensely that they over-control spending. Another may fear conflict so deeply that they avoid making decisions altogether. These fears, if unaddressed, can create distance even in relationships built on love. Money becomes the surface-level issue, but the deeper cause is the emotional vulnerability beneath it. What separates couples is not the presence of money problems. Every relationship faces them, but the absence of emotional safety to address those problems together. When partners cannot speak openly, cannot express concerns without judgment, or cannot share responsibility with trust, fear grows. That fear becomes the quiet force that pushes them apart, not because they lack love, but because they lack alignment. Purpose reverses this pattern. It replaces fear with direction. When a couple defines their shared goals, whether to build financial stability, buy a home, start a business, or simply live with less stress, those goals become a compass. They transform money from a source of anxiety into a shared mission. Even difficult conversations feel more manageable because both partners know they are working toward the same destination. Purpose also fosters resilience. Couples united by purpose face financial challenges not with blame or resentment, but with cooperation. They ask, "How do we overcome this together?" instead of, "Who caused this?" They focus on solutions rather than mistakes. Their shared vision becomes a source of emotional strength, guiding them through uncertainty with stability and trust. The truth is that money will always magnify what already exists in a relationship. It amplifies unity when purpose is strong, and it amplifies separation when fear is unaddressed. But purpose can be cultivated, and fear can be understood. Couples who embrace open communication, shared values, and mutual respect can transform even the most stressful financial situations into opportunities for connection. Money unites when purpose leads. Money divides when fear rules. The difference lies not in the numbers, but in the emotional foundation beneath them. When partners choose purpose over fear, they transform money from a source of pressure into a source of possibility. They build a relationship where finances are not weapons or secrets, but tools of growth. They create a future where both voices matter, both dreams matter, and both hearts move in the same direction. Purpose strengthens love. Fear tests it. And the way a couple navigates money often reveals which one is guiding their path. Conclusion of Chapter 11. Love and money speak the same language, energy, and purpose. And at first glance, love and money may appear to belong to entirely different worlds, one emotional, the other practical, one intimate, the other transactional. Yet when we look deeper, we find that both are governed by the same invisible principles: energy and purpose. They expand when nurtured, weaken when neglected, and transform when aligned with intention. The true harmony in a relationship emerges when love and money flow together, guided by shared vision and mutual respect. Both love and money respond to energy. They reflect the attention we give them, the decisions we make, and the emotional state we bring into each moment. When a couple invests energy in understanding each other, listening, communicating, supporting, love strengthens. When they bring that same energy to their financial life, planning, coordinating, and acting with transparency, money becomes a stabilizing force rather than a source of conflict. In both areas, energy is not just action, it is presence, engagement, and willingness to grow together. Purpose is the second language that unites love and money. A relationship without purpose may feel affectionate, but it lacks direction. A financial plan without purpose may appear organized, but it lacks meaning. When couples anchor both their love and their financial life in a shared purpose, everything begins to align. Decisions become easier because they are measured not against momentary impulses, but against long-term vision. Conflicts feel less threatening because both partners are moving in the same direction. Purpose transforms money from a point of tension into a tool that supports a shared dream. Consider how a couple behaves when they are united by purpose. Their conversations about money are not about control or blame. They are about possibilities. Their discussions about love are not about fear of loss. They are about building a meaningful life. In both areas, they ask the same questions. What are we creating together? And how do we support each other in this journey? This mindset shifts the relationship from reaction to intention, from survival to growth. Love and money also share a deeper truth. Both are forms of energy that must be managed with awareness. Love fades when taken for granted. Money dissipates when spent without intention. Both require consistent, mindful care. When partners understand this, they stop assuming that love will thrive on its own or that money will organize itself. They become deliberate stewards of their emotional and financial world, choosing actions that strengthen connection and stability. What destroys harmony is not the presence of challenges, but the absence of alignment. When fear shapes financial decisions, money becomes a wall between partners. When misunderstanding shapes emotional exchanges, love becomes a source of tension. But when both love and money are infused with purpose and guided by shared energy, the relationship becomes a powerful source of stability. The truth is simple but profound. The way a couple treats their money often mirrors the way they treat their relationship. If they avoid difficult conversations, both their finances and their emotional connection weaken. If they communicate openly, both thrive. If they view challenges as shared responsibilities, their bond deepens. Money and love are not separate. They reflect the same inner patterns. This is why couples who grow stronger together are those who approach both emotional and financial life with intentionality. They understand that love without purpose drifts, and money without purpose scatters. But when both flow from the same foundation, shared goals, respect, transparency, and unity, they create a relationship that is resilient, grounded, and deeply fulfilling. Love and money speak the same language, energy, and purpose. When partners choose to communicate in that language, consistently, compassionately, and consciously, they build not only financial security but emotional richness. They create a partnership that thrives in stability, grows in challenge, and reflects the powerful truth that unity is the greatest asset any couple can possess. Purpose directs the journey, energy fuels the connection, and together, they create a relationship where love and financial well-being move as one. If you believe this chapter could help someone, feel free to share it. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We read every single one. And if you enjoyed this audiobook, please like and subscribe. Your support truly helps us keep creating more content like this.